What's up, YouTube? This is my agent, D-Hero agents, or Destiny agents, or D-Draw agents, or whatever the hell you want to call them. Before you get to the deck list, I want to show you something quick. I want y'all to vote on, well, don't show that real quick. I want y'all to vote on which deck y'all want to see next on my channel. So let's get away from that real quick. Leave a comment on if you want to see the one or the other. So whichever one gets more comments in the week, I'll post that deck list eventually. So first deck that you have an option to seeing is Lavels. This is my Quasar Nova Lavels. I have like 3 different builds for this. This is my most fun build and most competitive. And yes, this is before the Super Trans Heat Wave thing, whatever the hell it's called. I can never remember the name of it. Pretty much the double Foolish Burial for Lavels comes out. And it still works very, very well and very consistently. Especially if you're going first. But it's still a really good deck. So you have that option, or probably one of my favorite hobbies right now is the Thunder family, or Hunder family, which is really stupid how they changed that. I love this card. I really hope they come out with more cards that attach XYZ materials to the monsters, because that one card right now is terrible. This card's really good. This deck has potential, especially when Abyss Rising comes out, when we finally get Thunder Seahorse, Sea Thunder, whatever the hell he's called. But that's your 2 decks, Lavels or Thunder Family. So on to the deck list. So on to the deck list of D-Draw agents, or Destiny agents. So I only run 1 Christia. I tried to. You don't really run enough targets to have a consistent grave full to have 2 Christias. And I was always dead drawing the second and would be clogging up my hand. So the card you have to run 3 Master Hyperion. It's staple. It's a boss monster. It's one of your win cons. I've always loved fairies, and ever since the deck came out, even before the deck came out, I've been playing fairies. When Herald came out, I was playing that. Even before Herald, I was playing like just a random mix of all the different Seeker of Fairies. And since Earth went back to 2, I decided to test the deck out again, and it's actually pretty consistent. I don't care what other people are saying. Earth back to 2 does give the deck a huge boost, along with D-Draw at 3. It just opens up a lot of draw power and speed and consistency. I tested the E-Tele variant. It's meh. Yeah, it gives options, more synchros, but you're dead drawing the 3 psychics you're gonna run, and it's just I don't understand how people run 2 E-Teles. If it's at 3, run 3. But this tested better. So 2 Earth, 3 Venus. I tested 2 Venus because I didn't like having the 3rd dead Venus. I had to use 1 for Shine Balls and 1 for Hyperion, and then the 3rd one would just sit there in my deck and do nothing. I really didn't want to have to run 3, but 3 ended up being the best choice because I wasn't drawing it and wasn't seeing it enough in my opening hand. 3 Shine Ball, and yes, this is our Boos, or King Boo from Mario, that I custom drew, so pretty cool. And 1 Honest, because it's the best fairy in the game. 2 Mally. I wish this was at 3, but beggars can be choosers. 2 Diamond Dude. I do like his effect. It is a +1 if you hit something in the deck, but I don't know. I don't like the risk factor of him. So instead of the 3rd one, I put in a Doom Lord, and he is freaking amazing. I've been loving Doom Lord. Doomlord is good because it gets rid of any Exceed or any major threat you have for 2 turns. And in those 2 turns, you have a chance to kill them. The only downside, you can't attack the turn you activate this effect. Not that that really matters. You just set up and just say, haha, come at me, bro. And Stratos, because it searches for all of those. 2 Valor. 3 is too much. 1's too few. 2 is just right. BLS, you run Lights and Darks. Why not? Dad. I don't really draw him that often, but when I do, I either lure him out or I get +2 off of him. He's a win condition. Gores. Trip D-Draw. Probably my favorite draw card in the game besides Trade-In. It's awesome. So glad it came back to 3, and so glad I picked up my 2 play sets before they went back to 3 because they skyrocketed in price. Book, Reborn, Rhoda, and Allure. Book, I don't really like Book in a lot of decks, but you can put in a Pot of Avarice instead of this. But when I drew Pot of Avarice, I'm like, man, I wish that was a Book, because Book would have won me the game or helped me out. And when I had Pot, it was always dead, so I like Book better in this deck. Rhoda, because of the Warriors you run, and because first turn Stratos is amazing, and Allure and Mind are obvious. Foolish, dump an Agent, dump a Fairy for Christia, dump a Fairy for Hyperion, dump Mally, etc., etc. And the stupid stable cards everybody hates seeing, yeah. Yeah. This right here should have never happened, Konami. I'm just saying, this should have never happened. Like, I love it, but it's just blah. And my only trap, I tested the deck with a lot of traps. Tested it with Torrentials, tested with Treacherous, tested it with Solemn Brigade, and found this is the best option for my deck. Fits my playstyle. I like being aggro, I like being aggressive with my decks. So I don't like being too controlling unless it is an anti-meta deck. This wins games by itself. So, and they have to waste a warning or a judgment to stop this, and then you go, haha, drop Hyperion or Christie or Dad or BLS afterwards, after they waste the warning on this. So that's the deck, guys. Extra deck is pretty standard. Basic rank 3 Exceeds. You run, get the Augusto Phoenix, Gachi, Dark Mist for your rank 2s. I run Agent Sacred Wyvern as a tech, and and then just standard rank level 8s and level 6s and level 7s and etc. Extra deck can be whatever you want. There is no really standard extra deck. All I do recommend in the extra deck is I'd recommend running one Dark Mist, one Gachi, and one Daigusto, or any mixture of like multiples of those that you want. And Ancient Sacred Wyvern wins games, people. That card is amazing. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to tell me what deck you want to see. Quasar Nova or Thunder Family.